What's up with it? You watching the Bang Bomber TV, and yeah, we about to check out this video from Sticky Situation TV. So yeah, man, that's the details of Fat Tone from Kansas City get taken out because they thought he took out Mac Dre, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, I remember hearing stories and stuff about the situation. Yeah, man, I never knew the story in full detail or nothing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, this video basically break down the whole setup and everything with the dude Mac Minister, you know what I mean? You know, he locked up for the Fat Tone situation, man, when he got taken out. Yeah, like I was saying, man, I definitely heard stories about this situation, but yeah, I never heard the story like in real detail, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, a lot of this new to me too. Yeah, I was pretty young when this happened, and at this time I was like more into the streets too, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I wasn't in the house looking at the news and stuff. Like I was saying, I don't know too many details about the situation, but yeah, man, it's gonna break down the situation in detail, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's check out the video.
May of 2005, Mac Minister invited Fat Tone to Las Vegas, promising him to introduce him to Snoop Dogg, and that Fat Tone would be opening up for Snoop Dogg at a show. Fat Tone felt that this would be good for his rap career and had hopes of possibly getting signed. Fat Tone also didn't feel no type of way because he had nothing to hide. Fat Tone's cousin Chuck explained in an interview that he didn't agree with Fat Tone going to Las Vegas and that they were gonna kill him.
Let's get to that day. So Tone go to Vegas. Do we tell you where he going?
He said he's going to open for Snoop. And I don't know what made me say it. I just looked at him, I said, "You a motherfucker fool." I said, "Nigga gonna kill you." And I pulled off.
Fat Tone ended up going to Las Vegas with his partner Cowboy. When Fat Tone landed in Las Vegas, he linked with Mac Minister and another dude who Mac Minister was with named Coleon from Frisco. This time while Fat Tone was in Las Vegas, he wasn't getting along too much with Mac Minister like before. He felt like Mac Minister was hating on him after he won a nice amount of money in a casino. Fat Tone won $17,000 in one session at the craps table and another $3,000. He also had a female with him that was turning tricks and giving all the money to Fat Tone. Fat Tone was out there getting his money because he had spent a lot of money over this Las Vegas trip hoping to link with Snoop Dogg. Again, Mac Minister was allegedly asking Fat Tone for money and also asked to wear his gold chain. Fat Tone kept asking Mac Minister when they were gonna link with Snoop Dogg, and Mac Minister kept getting his hopes up, telling him that it was gonna happen. Fat Tone called his female friend named Priceless Diamonds, who also rapped. She details the alleged final moments in Las Vegas before Fat Tone lost his life. He told Priceless Diamonds he was staying at the MGM Grand Casino and that he won big on the craps table. He also called his mother and girlfriend, telling them that he won a different amount at the casino. Fat Tone began getting frustrated with the whole situation in Las Vegas. He still didn't link with Snoop Dogg, so he called his girlfriend telling her he wanted to come back to Kansas City. Mac Minister was telling Fat Tone that Snoop Dogg was going to be performing at a show on Tuesday. Fat Tone began having second thoughts and called his girlfriend sometime around 2 a.m. on Monday, May 23rd, 2005.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy, man. That boy was selling that boy a dream, man. I ain't gonna lie, I think with Mac Minister being like a player type dude, he definitely had the skill to be manipulative, you know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie, I think Fat Tone was pretty young, so he probably did have a little naiveness in him, you know what I mean? Personally, man, I don't be believing nothing, man. For real, I wouldn't even believe that situation, to be honest with you, man. Especially now, like, being older, you know what I'm saying? Don't have no faith in dudes and don't trust nobody, man. For real, though.
He told her he wasn't going to be doing the particular thing he went down there for. Fat Tone's girlfriend said he had a change of heart about whatever business he was about to conduct, telling her he wasn't going through with it, but instead coming back home. His last words he told her on the phone were, "I'm sitting here waiting on this guy," possibly meaning Mac Minister. "I'm gonna call you as soon as I get to the hotel." She would never hear from Fat Tone again. Surveillance cameras from the MGM Grand Casino recorded Fat Tone leaving the casino with his friend Cowboy and Mac Minister. This is when the unfortunate happened and all hell broke loose. Sometime that same early morning, not too long after Fat Tone had talked to his girlfriend, at a deserted housing subdivision still under construction in the Southern Highlands neighborhood of Vegas, A security guard found a man shot to death, slumped over in the front seat of a 1992 blue Toyota Tercel that still had the headlights on. A few feet away from the Toyota, another man was found laying dead on the ground, also shot to death. The two men shot and killed were identified as 24-year-old Anthony Watkins, aka Fat Tone, and his friend 22-year-old Jermaine Akins, aka Cowboy. Fat Tone was shot around 20 times, and Cowboy was shot around 13 times.
Damn.
They both had multiple gunshot wounds throughout their bodies, both being shot in the head, torso, and back area of their bodies with an AK-47 assault rifle.
Damn.
A rap artist from Kansas City is gunned down and killed in Las Vegas. Tonight, some on the street are wondering, is it revenge for the murder of a West Coast rapper here? Good evening, everyone. That murder last fall in Kansas City is still unsolved.
Now a Kansas City rapper named Fat Tone is killed in Las Vegas. Peggy Bright is live at Kansas City Police Headquarters with the story. Peggy?
Kelly, police here knew him as Anthony Watkins. But in the world of hip-hop, he was known as Fat Tone, a 24-year-old rapper who, for sometimes reasons that he did not want, made a name for himself both locally and nationally.
You keep thinking it's a game, and because you ain't been to KC.
He's among the most popular local rap artists, touting 5 CDs, including this new release. But after the murder of Mac Dre, Fat Tone's name began circulating in hip-hop magazines and websites as a possible suspect. Kansas City police followed the sites, but never considered Watkins more than a person of interest. Now Fat Tone is murdered while visiting Vegas. The two murders, months apart, have similarities.
Mac Dre was found in a car, shot to death. The car wrecked, went off the highway, and essentially the same thing happened to Fat Tone.
Activist Alonzo Washington wrote commentaries for hip-hop magazines after Dre's murder. He was concerned that the rumors would generate more violence, and now it has.
When you have an equation of violent music, people with a violent background, and rumors, it can ultimately add up to a real-life homicide. And
yeah, man, that show you right there, man. Like, dudes be different in the Bay, man. And like Fat Tone actually had a crazy reputation, man. And like a lot of people wouldn't even test a person with that kind of reputation. You know what I'm saying? It's just like in the Bay, man. Like a lot of dudes don't be scared of nothing. Like ain't scared of nobody's status or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Man, a lot of people really be like, man, I'm about whatever you about.
And that's something that we all should try to prevent.
Watkins has a lengthy criminal history, most recently arrested earlier this month. He was also charged with the murder of pregnant teen 3 years ago, Shamika Posey, but charges were later dropped. Now people both outside and inside the rap world want the violence to stop.
That's not needed. If you're going to do this particular music for your particular income or whatever, do it. But keep out the violence, keep out the madness and the ignorance.
Now, Fat Tone was shot in Kansas City a year and a half ago when he was leaving an interview at a local radio station. He survived that. Las Vegas police are still looking into the motive for this shooting. Another man was killed as well. We're live at police headquarters. Back to you in the studio.
A witness seen a 2000 white Pontiac Sunfire leaving the scene. Fat Tone's female friend that was out in Vegas turning tricks for him went back to Fat Tone's hotel waiting for him outside of the room, not knowing he had been killed yet. Rapper Priceless Diamonds flew out to Las Vegas to link up with Fat Tone, not knowing he had been killed also. She ended up going back home with Fat Tone's female friend. After Las Vegas police did an investigation, they announced that they wanted to speak with 3 individuals connected of the murder of Fat Tone and Cowboy. These 3 individuals were Andre Dow, aka Mac Minister, Jason Mathis, aka Coleon, and 27-year-old Tanisha Aaron, who was Mac Minister's girlfriend. The owner of the blue Toyota Fat Tone was found slumped dead in. Police seen the surveillance footage with Fat Tone and Cowboy leaving the casino with Mac Minister roughly 80 minutes before his murder. Around 2 weeks later, Fat Tone was laid to rest in Kansas City. Investigators had their eyes on Mac Minister and Coleon and began investigating both men. The police had on their radar what they believed that was the suspect's vehicle, the 2000 white Pontiac Sunfire that was seen leaving the murder scene of Fat Tone. Strangely, 2 days later, After the Fat Tone murder, the white Pontiac was found torched and abandoned in Vallejo, California, the hometown of Mac Dre. This was a strange coincidence, knowing the vehicle was used in the murder of Fat Tone and found in Mac Dre's hometown Vallejo. It looked like to the police as if someone planted the burnt vehicle to mislead police and to make it seem like murder suspects were from Vallejo, California. They soon found out that the white Pontiac belonged to a female named Lee Larson. The case got even deeper. Apparently there was a female witness who could count for the murder. This possible witness was Lee Larson, the owner of the white Pontiac found burnt in Vallejo, California. And police alleged she was working as a prostitute in Las Vegas for Mac Minister and Coleon. Her father would have alerted police officers that his daughter was being held against her will and forced into prostitution, but Lee Larson was seemingly addicted to the lifestyle with Mac Minister and Coleon as she refused to stay away. A police report said Lee Larson told her father that one of the men she was with was Coleon. Police also found out that Coleon rented a house in Las Vegas 5 blocks away from where Fat Tone and Cowboy were shot and killed.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. I'm gonna leave that right there, though. I'm gonna leave a link to the channel, man, so y'all can go watch the whole video, man. It's a whole documentary, man. And I ain't gonna lie, man, if this Coleon, a rapper, man, I was wondering what happened to Coleon, man, for real though. Like a lot of rappers from the West Coast, like we done heard them and stuff, but we really don't be knowing what they be looking like sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Even like even some legendary rappers, you know what I mean? So yeah, if that's Coleon, man, I ain't even know he was involved in nothing like this, man, for real though. So I guess that explains what happened to him then, right? Yeah, man, it seemed like Mac Minister just ran some game on youngster, man. You know, pimping got a lot to do with manipulation, man. Crazy story, man. I ain't even know all them details about the situation. Crazy situation, man. R.I.P. Mac Dre, man. R.I.P. Fat Tone, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. Till next time. Peace.